this on. Oh, shoot. There we go. Let's see. Okay. Let's share this. X. Okay, let me see how. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay. Okay, let's see. We are there. Oh, okay, let's see. I guess so. Can't hear me? Trying to adjusting all the settings right now. So, can you hear me? If not, let me know. Can y'all hear me? Let's see. I can hear it. I don't know why you can't hear it. Turn up your ears, bro. What's up, Zachary? What's up, AJ? What's up, Farhan? What's up, IIX? Oh my God, it says he looks like a fat RDJ. I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, okay. Must be the hair. It's a mess right now, but sorry, forgive me. Anyways, we're going to talk about the Thunderbolts. So, are we ready? I want to make sure we got some people in here. What's up, dude? How you doing? Okay. Yes, Sentry does get the whole, it's getting kind of low, big guy, you know, kind of thing going on. But you got to take in mind, there's no possible way to realistically beat the Sentry. That's just how it is. Like, obviously people are going to say no, but that's just because he was written wrong. You know, there's no real way to write him where he can be beaten. What's up, Will? How you doing? Okay, so essentially, let's get into it. First, to clarify, I have not seen the film, but I have had people reach out to me. You know, obviously the scoop, the rumor mill, whatever you like to call it. And pretty much the first post-credit scene. You know how they were constantly advertising the cereal box, right? Like the cereal box was the big thing that they were constantly advertising. They were like, oh, you know, and you could actually get it if you went to the films or something along those lines. Well, the first post-credit scene essentially has Alexi, aka Red Guardian, and he's grocery shopping and he sees them on the box, which is totally cool to me. I think that's something really interesting. Ready for me to drop divine knowledge? What's up, Cooper? Who dies? Okay. So do you remember in the trailer where it shows Ghost and her mask comes off? It's when they're all in, I would call it the pit, whatever you want to call that room that like lights up and turns into a bomb. The Void gets bested by a bunch of super soldier wannabes. They can't actually hurt the Void though, which is the cool part. Anyways, Ava, aka Ghost, actually shoots Taskmaster in the head in that scene. Pops her mask off and shoots her in the head and kills her, which is pretty cool, honestly. Like, pretty hardcore. Apparently, most of the stuff that we've seen in the trailer is most of the movie. That's what I was told. So, you know, I mean, go figure. But, I mean, it can't be the worst possible thing. As for things along the lines of, like, the other post-credit scene. So the other post-credit scene, sorry, I'm sending this to the group chat. The other post-credit scene essentially is the new Avengers, and that's the Thunderbolts. They're sitting around the table, they're talking, they're doing their thing, and then all of a sudden they get this notification that something has entered the atmosphere. And they're like, what could that be? And then they kind of check on the satellite. And on the satellite, it shows the Fantastic Four ship actually come in through a wormhole into the 616. So, with that being said, we can assume that the Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four take place at the same exact time. Obviously, two different universes, but I'm sure it's pretty much the same thing of like, if you remember in Infinity War, when Strange and Wong are walking down the stairs and Hulk busts through that window and he's like, Thanos is coming. And they're like, who? I'm pretty sure it's that same exact spiel because we don't know. Did Galactus devour their world? Did Doctor Doom destroy it? Apparently, we're going to see that Doctor Doom destroyed it in Doomsday. They apparently saved that universe, but we don't know how true that is. Yep. Yep. That's why people were so excited about it too. They were saying that this is like the big thing. But, you know, I need more like Thor Ragnarok kind of post-credit scene where like the ship shows above them and then like we get into Infinity War where like they're all dying. I think that's what I would have preferred. I would have preferred something along those lines. Message retracted. What'd you say, Will? Say what you got to say. Is it just the ship or it's just their ship. Their ship comes in through the wormhole apparently. And yeah, the whole Bob thing. I mean, okay, so hear me out. You know how he was like raising his hand and everybody was turning into shadows and whatnot? Apparently that's him sending you to the void where you get to live your deepest, darkest fears. And then at the end, when he gets defeated by the sun's getting kind of low guy, they all come back. And they're all cheering. And Val's like, I was testing your new Avengers, which is kind of cool. I mean, I think that's kind of cool. Wait, when you mean New Avengers, do you mean Thunderbolts? New Avengers are the Thunderbolts. Sam actually has his own team of New Avengers, and he's actually trying to sue the Thunderbolts for copyright infringement, is one of the jokes that Val says. Which I'm kind of sad. I wish Val would have died. I wish Val would have had a dark death by the void. Yeah, just the ship. What's up, dude? How are you? Makes it apparent that it's the Fantastic Four. I mean, I guess you got to be a big fan to know it's the Fantastic Four ship. I mean, we've seen the trailer. I'm assuming that's how you know. I don't know. Okay, so Mako, you're okay. They calm him down. Yelena pretty much goes like, "Hey man, this isn't you. You shouldn't be doing this." And apparently, Bob gets in a fist fight with the Void, which in the TV spot we see where he's throwing punches and you see all that like shadow going around in like the I don't know if you call it an operating room or what you call it. He's when he's in the gown. Yeah, I know, right, AJ? I am glad that. So apparently, you know, all the blacked out shadow and whatnot, like we see of the Void, and he's like just eyeballs. Apparently, they did that, but that's just actually the Sentry showing. He just has the Void taking over him, more like in the comics, where at the beginning, you know, it's just Sentry with the Void in his body, and then obviously it turns into the Void. But there's that. Yeah, apparently that was before. What's up, dude? What's up, Fireworks? Apparently the whole Red Guardian dying thing was from the original one. It's just like the same thing where Taskmaster and Ghost were supposed to have like a Jujutsu Kaisen 2v1 fight against Sentry originally, and he was supposed to kill them both. So who knows? Oh, the post-credit scene is out right now. Physically. I don't want to push it because I know it's going to give sound. Let me see if I can get it without sound. I'm going to screen it. Bro trolled me. I hate you, Zero. bro had me all excited. I got trolled. Apparently he's like I wouldn't say MacGuffin, but apparently, you know, Sentry's like being used as something for Doom. I'm assuming he's a powerhouse for him. I mean, who's going to stop him? Maybe Loki can fight him, but I still don't think Loki can beat him. I mean, Just my 2 cents. So could we assume Val would probably yes. I don't know if you guys watched that rumored plot leak I did for like the Doomsday thing, like just the details of it, and they were saying things along the lines like she was gonna work with like Val and Fury to like create a bunch of teams to go after Doom, but who knows if that's real. Do we see the Void actual form? No, not like the monstrous red-eyed. No, we don't see that, unfortunately, which I would have loved because I love that look of the Void. Yeah, dude, it's been leaked since like I don't know, 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago. No, you can't really waste the Void because he's always with the Sentry, so I'm assuming he's gonna be in Doomsday. You know, I don't. I mean, he's not gonna die. He doesn't die, so. Everybody's saying Florence Pugh is amazing. I like that. I like that people are, you know, they're saying saw Thunderbolts and Florence Pugh can do no wrong, and some laughs and good set pieces and a great David Brooks joke, but mostly pretty. No way. No way. No way. I just got like personally offended. Let me see. I forgot I changed my profile picture, so I didn't know where to send it. I'm just looking for reviews. Marvel's Thunderbolts is perfection. Has delivered one of its most emotionally resonant and action-packed entries yet. This isn't just another team-up movie. It's a bold new chapter that introduces a more grounded human side to the MCU. The film strikes a perfect 10 out of 10. Okay. Thunderbolts is dark, beautiful tale about the flawed and broken people of the world. A massive win for Marvel as they deliver a film that feels fresh in the right ways, a visual delight, and with star power for days. Each character has a chance to shine in what is a... Why do people do that? They don't finish the sentence. This isn't your typical Marvel movie. Thunderbolts is gritty, emotionally charged, character drama disguised in the superhero genre. Florence Pugh commands every scene. Lewis Pullman surprises audience, and it takes some bold risks that pay off, which he doesn't kill anybody though. Feel like too many people were overhyping the post-credit for it. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't really see the post-credit scene being a big deal. I mean, I kind of feel like that's something that they obviously had to do, because why wouldn't you connect stuff at this point? Interesting, and I could guess Yelena is the standout, but I think Sebastian Stan is the best actor. Yeah, the thing is, she's the main character. She's like the whole thing that like pulls, you know, Bob back into place. Brother sister kind of role thing going on. Credit scene is most definitely fitted for. Yeah, I mean, I already said that. It's they literally appear in their ship. You think that Halle Berry will? Yes, 100% Storm will be in it. Content creator I know was invited to a screening. Begged for the screen. Bro, you want me to tell you right now? Okay, I got you. So, the new Avengers, aka the Thunderbolts, are talking inside the new Watchtower, and they're talking about their name and whatnot, and Val's saying that Sam Wilson wants to sue them for copyright infringement of the name New Avengers. All of a sudden, they get a notification, and they see in their satellite, and they see this wormhole open up, and the Fantastic Four ship flies through. Ta-da. That's literally the post-credit scene. Should be our first look at... No, I think Doom should show up in Fantastic Four. I don't think Doom showing up in Thunderbolts makes any sense personally. I don't think there was a need for it. No, Doctor Doom is not in the post-credit scene. The other post-credit scenes that people were saying today were actually pretty funny. Like how they were saying how Doom was gonna bust the leader out. They were saying there was a bunch of different ones people were saying, and it was pretty funny actually because I almost got caught. I was keeping track of them all for people, but like people were trying to get me with that. This is going to be super fun to watch on the... Yeah, I know. I feel you, dude. I'm going to see it by myself on Thursday, and then me and my daughter are going to see it on Friday. She was like, Dad, I have to see the Thunderbolts because I know how much you love the Sentry. I mean, go figure. But it's cool. It's going to be a cool experience, you know. she's never like actually read a Sentry book. She's just seen him on the covers and whatnot. So, well, I've shown her a couple scenes like where he fights Thor and stuff like that. But like, yeah, she's never, they don't grasp the concept the same way as reading a book versus watching a film. Yes, there's two. The first one is the Red Guardian's grocery shopping looking for the cereal box. Yeah, Sam Rosser, I feel like it's going to be weird, though. I feel like it's going to be something along the lines of, like, Shang-Chi, Falcon. I'd probably give her She-Hulk, maybe Miss Marvel. No, Miss Marvel's doing stuff with Carol right now trying to find Monica. So, I don't know. Maybe that's it. Because, honestly, I don't see them doing, like, Moon Knight or any of them because they're all on the, the magical side, the monster scary things. I can't remember what it's called. I already ordered my set. Oh. You mean this? You mean this right here? It's actually really cool. I do love that they did the blonde hair. Sorry, allergies are bad right now, so got my nose itching and got my eyes watering. But yeah, it's a really cool Funko Pop. I love it. I love on the back ones when they don't show like the specifics of like other characters in it. I mean, I gotta get them all, but you know what I mean. Do you think Robert Downey Jr. Doom is Victor Von Doom that takes over Tony's body, or he's just a Victor Von Doom? You know what's funny? I talked with Josh from the Den of Nerds about this, and originally something that I heard, and then he's run with it for a while actually about a theory and whatnot. But I was really told that Tony Stark is a Victor Von Doom variant, and it's gonna pertain to something to do with Iron Man 1, and he was possibly there, which is something really cool, I think. Connect now for Doomsday. Dude, my nose is killing me. Sorry. I think I see everything starting to connect now for Doomsday. Not necessarily the story for Doomsday intentions, but yeah. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited, honestly. Does the movie have good action sequences? Once again, I have not seen this film yet, Scott, but from what I've heard, everything we've seen in the trailer is in the film, and there are some really cool scenes. There's an elevator scene. There's a lot of really cool scenes in this. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I want to see Wiccan. So do I. I actually really like the Agatha show. Chad, thoughts on Sentry versus World War Hulk? I think World War Hulk only went to a standstill because obviously Sentry was kind of nerfed in a sense of he was dealing with things in his head. The Void didn't come out. If the Void would have come out, he would have killed World War Hulk. And if they would have been perfect merge Sentry, they would have killed World War Hulk. But that's just my 2 cents. Doom is not in the end credits scene. You think Captain Marvel will be 100%? She'll be in Doomsday. She's working right now, trying to get the Bengals to work to bring Monica back, is what Alex from Cosmic Circus said. I highly doubt the people would get so hyped over a post-credit just featuring the Fantastic Four. The ones who saw it said it's It's not. Dan, I promise you, it's not Doom. That's just how people are. That's how you get invited to stuff. You exaggerate on everything. And having the Fantastic Four coming over to the 616 is a big deal. Not that big a deal. Gravitate towards the Thunderbolts roster. 100%. The Thunderbolts have a way better roster. What's up, Casey? If Doctor Doom really has Wanda on his side, I'm going to be so happy. I would love to see Sentry rip off Wanda's head. In my opinion. Could you talk about who Sentry is? I genuinely don't know much about the comics. I just love the movie, but I want to know Sentry's powers. Think of it like, okay, so in the movie it's different. In the movie he's a patient, like he's being worked on with the super soldier serum. But in the comic books, he's a drug addict. It starts off and it's different, but then you realize that he's a drug addict. He breaks into this place. I can't remember. I think it's a school, and he's like, he's a kid still, and he gets into it, and then he gets addicted to this thing. And the more he uses this serum, the more powerful he feels. And eventually, he builds up to this not, I wouldn't say immunity. He builds up to this buildup of it, and he becomes that. And it's weird because so you have Bob, right? So you have Bob here, and you have the Sentry, and you have the Void. So Bob's in the middle. And when he becomes the Sentry, the Void, they like touch. They pretty much come close. So as long as Sentry's out, the Void comes. But except the Void can't be beaten essentially. Like he's unbeatable in the sense of, for the most part. Once again, if you don't mention no, give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. I got really bad allergies right now, so I'm trying to deal with that. But yeah, so just think of a character like, he has matter manipulation. He's literally out battled Molecule Man on manipulating atoms. He's had Crusher Krill or Absorbing Man literally grab him to the point where like Sentry was so powerful because he's the burning of a million burning suns, but like he touched him and he literally like blew up in a sense, like imploded. He's just ridiculous. Like I can't even explain it. Like think of like Superman. If Superman was cool. Sorry, I'm reading all these things. Like if Superman was cool, he'd be the Sentry. That's the way I like to say it. So will all. Will all what, Scott? So, from my understanding, there's going to be a group that agree with Doom, and there's a group that doesn't agree with Doom. There's the Avengers, there's the X-Men, there's, Fantastic Four, more likely like other characters and whatnot, and then there's going to be like Doctor Doom, Wanda, Namor, Peter Parker, different characters that are promised certain things that they want by Doctor Doom, and they're going to battle each other. Loki's on this side, obviously, and Sylvie and these characters. And Doom's going to try to evade the TVA to get a hold of Loki, which is the MacGuffin. Dan, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I have no need to lie to you. I promise you, it's literally what I'm telling you. I literally know for a fact. Yeah. You think we'll see Jessica Alba's Fantastic Four? So, I don't know if you've heard the rumor, but in the Fantastic Four post-credits scene, apparently we're supposed to see the 2005 Fantastic Four. And I don't know if Doom's supposed to kill them or what's supposed to happen, but they're just supposed to appear in that scene. That's one of them, apparently. Josh was talking about it today. Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, no. Wesley Snipes, 100% they'll be in it. There's going to be so many people. There's going to be so many people. My hair, it's long. I just took a shower, and I don't like to comb it. There you go, Rob. They say the post-credits are similar to Age of Ultron scene where Thanos says, no, doesn't happen. Sup, dude? How you doing? Chilling? Namor is for sure. Yes, 100%. Magneto will probably side with Dr. Doom as well, I'm assuming. I like to think Doomsday is going to be like Civil War with people standing on Doom. Yeah, except going for the TVA and the ability to change the universe into what they would like. Save the multiverse. Yep. Dude, it's always fake. People's hype is crazy. Like I don't know why people hype stuff up so much if there's, they just do it because they want to go to these events. That's all it is. They won't. They're a big part of the Doomsday movie, apparently, is almost all of the old X-Men of the original timeline, not the younger ones. So the thing is this, Doom is actually, from what my understanding is Doom is not a bad guy in this film. He's like Thanos, but then he turns bad, if that makes sense. So he kind of deceives everybody. I'm assuming that's what the Tony Stark face thing is going to really do. Tune in. It's going to make them all have hard times deciding what to do. Yeah, I was literally told on the phone that it's like a Black Widow 2 or like Falcon and the Winter Soldier 2, which I'm down for. I love John Walker. I've said it like 10 times, Dan. Yes. 2 people have called me now. 2. What's up, dude? I assumed it was you. I clean my hair every night. It's literally it's not, bro. I have silver hair. I'm Italian. It's gray hair. Like here, look. I don't know what to tell you. Put water in my hair. Put shampoo in my hair. Hair's done. I'm not a girl. I don't need to spend hours doing conditioner and all that stuff. It's just hair. Look, I'll show you. See, it's just long. It's just long hair. Doing a challenge where I'm going a whole year without cutting it. They're repeating the yeah, 100% they're repeating it, and I'm hoping they don't do time travel, Dogpool, because honestly I hate time travel. Do you think yes, Robert Downey Jr. will 100% come back to Secret Wars? I think he's the only one who could probably beat Doom. Watch. Did Thanos know? No. He just knew who he was because of the invasion on New York. How he lost the Infinity Stones and how Loki failed him. Didn't Kevin Feige say Doomsday is about all the heroes? Yes, but come on now. Stop. You guys got to be so real now. Kevin Feige also said you didn't have to watch WandaVision to understand Multiverse of Madness. Kevin Feige also said you didn't have to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier to understand who John Walker and these characters were. You didn't have to watch Loki, but Quantumania? Kang? No. Don't believe Kevin Feige. I'm sorry. Don't believe him. No, Doom is not in the Thunderbolts. Why you ate claim in Mexico? Because I'm Italian. Santangelo. Larry and Curly. How sure are you about Wanda being in Doomsday? Do you trust the 190%. 190%. Once again, it's the whole Andrew Garfield werewolf thing. Dude, the plot with Doom promising the lives they want can make right? He can tell them, "Hey, I can give you what you want," and whether or not he actually does, they still follow him. What timeline is it? 1005. It's the same one as the Deadpool and Wolverine. It's the original 1 through 3 X-Men, but apparently these ones are like alternate. Are we talking about Kevin Feige or Kevin Feige? Kevin would be smart. Kevin Feige over here playing head games. He giving us movies like The Marvels and She-Hulk. Talk about Monica and her being rumored to be the anchor of the two universes. Okay, well, essentially the whole Monica thing was that she's in the other universe, so it's pulling Earth 616 and 1005 to connect to each other. If you guys don't remember, Alex actually said that different incursion points are going to start cracking, which on 616 is the Statue of Liberty, where No Way Home was, where Doctor Strange was holding all that together. We got, I'm assuming, there's so many universes. There, Multiverse of Madness, there's 838, there's all these different universes, and apparently there is an incursion point. So I don't know if they're all being pulled together on this one, but who knows? What does Doom ultimately want? To be able to save the multiverse, but realistically power. Let's be real. He Who Remains isolated him out of the timeline, which stopped him from doing what he wanted to do, and he hates him for it. Thor for sure. Yeah, I think Thor's going to die in front of Loki the way Loki died in front of Thor in Infinity War. I would love that. Honestly, that would make Doom powerful. Have Thor like do the whole Thanos thing where he jumps at him with the Infinity Gauntlet kind of thing, but maybe have Doom woof, and cut off Thor's head. Spider-Man Brand New Day can revolve around Peter's life that was offered by him. Yeah. I mean, they're saying that Aunt May is going to be back, all these friends and whatnot. So why not? Why not him throughout this film learn like, hey, I don't want this, because he's going to start losing being Peter Parker and he's going to only become Spider-Man. So yeah, I mean, that's awesome. Do me a favor, Dan. Go do interviews and learn where John Krasinski and a bunch of them shot Multiverse of Madness, or where a lot of people shot No Way Home. Sometimes they actually shot it from private studios. Sometimes they shot it from home, and those were all added in, and they weren't even in the same room. Hence why the Doc Ock and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man thing looks so awkward, because a lot of times they weren't even in the same room. You'd be very surprised what Marvel can do. Bro, I would love Kang Dynasty. Honestly, Zero. Like, I'm so upset that we're doing Doom right now, in all honest truth. I don't think we will. Does Quantumania even matter now that we... No. Loki Season 2 kind of ended that, unless they're going to do something with it. I mean, technically the TVA got rid of him, but who knows? Thunderbolts, basically. I am so excited for Thunderbolts. Sentry is like one of my all-time top 3 favorite characters of all time, and I'm super pumped. I'm seeing it twice next week, the Thursday and the Friday. Will Spider-Man even be in Doomsday? See, that's where it's so weird, because they say it's taking place at the same time, right? But they also said that Tom Holland will be recording voices for his voice lines for Under the Mask in Doomsday. So it's like maybe he's a post-credit scene. I mean, we don't need every character, honestly. I'm nervous that we're not getting Spider-Man, Strange, and Wanda. We're 100% going to get Strange and Wanda. I don't think we're going to get Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm really, honestly, in Doomsday, I'm really looking forward to seeing people having different conflicted opinions, people switching sides, kind of like Civil War. Like, how cool would it be to see Bucky go against Sam? Or to see, like, Sentry go against Wanda? Or, like, they just start flipping sides? Or, like, Cyclops going against Wolverine? You know? Stuff like that. No. Malachi, I think Toby and Andrew are more Secret Wars, because they did say most of the cameos and most of the characters that are going to be, what are they called? Not legend characters, but like old characters are going to be the X-Men. So I would assume they would be in Secret Wars. Never said she was a prominent role. I said she has a role in the movie. I don't know. I mean, once again, she doesn't have to film for a long time. Maybe she's a prominent role and she has 10 scenes. You don't have to be there all day, How many times am I going to say this? Post-credit scene, Red Guardian grocery shopping for cereal. End credit scene, Fantastic Four ship landing through a wormhole, landing in the 616. I did not confirm that, Zero. I've heard that it takes place the exact same time as Doomsday. So, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird to think about stuff like that. Doesn't mean to. So, for coming from Alex Jupa, Kang, or He Who Remains, separated Doom out of the what the heck's that called? The main timeline. So he's like in his own thing, away, can't do anything. You have the main timeline and you have everything outside of the loom, which doesn't matter. And essentially he isolated him out of there, and now that he's free, he wants revenge and he wants to have his rightful place, I'm assuming. He's not a shadow at all in the movie. The black, that's just for the trailers. He does have the void in him, but the void is mainly that realm, and I don't know, Sentry also is the void. But it's weird because if you read the comics, like, you'll know, like, he doesn't necessarily have to transform to be the void. Like, sometimes he just clicks in his head. But, apparently in the third act, when Bob is in the void, he fights the void. So that kind of sounds cool. Take on Doom in a 1v1. Reed Richards, Juan. I think Reed Richards versus Doctor Doom would be super cool. Or Doctor Strange. They both are really good at magic. I don't know, man, on Doctor Strange 3. Haven't heard anything about it happening or whatnot. It's kind of sucks because, like, it would have been so good. They should have done it before Doomsday, but, apparently they can't think for their own. Yeah, legacy characters. Thank you, Sixth. From what it's sounding like, there are 2 Avengers versus X-Men fights, and that's in Doomsday, and that's also in Secret Wars, they're saying. I don't know how true that is, just what I've been told and what I've seen from Alex and whatnot. Do we see no, just the ship. Just the ship land through the wormhole. Yeah, He was banished in a sense. And I would love to see Kang come back. I mean, if you have to recast him, just recast him. But keep Kang. Kang is a great character. I feel like Pedro... I don't know. Do you guys like Pedro Pascal? I like him, but I don't know if he can sell me as Reed. I don't know about Apocalypse versus Charles, but I know what you're talking about, but I don't know about that. 2v1 RR plus Doctor Strange versus Doom would make me RR. Red Robin? RR. Oh, Reed Richards. Red Robin. What character should make the ultimate sacrifice? Doctor Doom. He should have to sacrifice himself. I think that'd be the way to go. Yeah, he's Mr. Fantastico is what me and my friends always say, because he's got the mustache. Like that's like, I mean, he seems like the role, but I can't with the mustache. Like I just can't. I don't know. I don't think we'll get used to his look as Reed. It'd be like if I had a mustache playing Reed Richards. Like I'm the Mexican Reed Richards. Josh from Den of Nerds said he was told that Halle Berry she's not currently in the movie. That's the thing. She hasn't signed on. It's all about the money. But I guarantee you she will get there. Strange coming out of nowhere in Doomsday might not make any sense. Last time we saw... Yeah, but the thing I think they could do, Zero, is they could just say some time has passed or something, and Clea brought him to Doom. She could be a Black Swan for all we know. We don't know. Want Doom to stay alive after Secret Wars, but Marvel doesn't have the sauce. I don't think it's they don't have the sauce. It's they don't have the money. Robert Downey Jr. is expensive, but I'd like him to be Doom. Like I said, Chad, that Doom versus Doom, dude, that would be pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest with you, like 3 Dr. Dooms fighting for superiority, like a Council of Dooms kind of thing. He's Chilean, yeah, or yeah, is he Chilean or is he? Yeah, I was gonna say Brazilian, but he's not Brazilian. Is Mel actually Songbird, and is she revealed to have powers? I don't know nothing about her. I was not told anything about her, so I'm assuming the pennant is just a nod to Songbird. Yeah, for real. It's like I wonder if the mustache is gonna stretch. Imagine Thor dies, dude. Imagine, yeah. Well, they were Chris Hemsworth actually said today that let me get it so I don't quote it wrong. Chris Hemsworth said today, and I did a reply on it. I've liked and shared so much stuff today. Give me 1 second, I'll find it. Chris Hemsworth said that he wanted Thor to go out a specific way. Oh, okay. He said he wants to give Chris Hemsworth's Thor a proper send-off in an epic way. I don't know. Did I not post it? And then they were saying something along the lines of like whatever, but it's from Time Runs Out or New Avengers or something. I can't remember which one. But right here. Marvel Studios reportedly wants to give Chris Hemsworth a proper send-off. The storyline is said to draw inspiration from New Avengers Volume 3, number 32. And if you don't know, Volume 3, number 32 is actually when Thor and Hyperion are fighting against the Beyonders, and they start coming through this like portal, and there's thousands of them, and they poke Hyperion's eyes out, and they rip Thor's left arm off, and they're like, brother, I can't remember what he says, like, am I worthy of Valhalla? And he says, brother, I will race you there. And they go, and then it says, and all of a sudden there was nothing. Quietness. It's really cool, actually, the way they portray it in the thing. And then someone else just sent me that too. And I was told just now, it says also feels like the post-credit scene was done like recently in the reshoots, like it was new. Yeah, everybody's messaging me, bro, this movie was insane, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to spoil anything. Dude, I got so many follows, or so many messages. I never thought I'd get to this point where I'd actually be getting a bunch of messages and stuff and notifications all the time. But I like it. You know, it's cool. I like to interact with people. Doom will kill Loki to control the timelines, I bet. So the rumor is that Sylvie's sad and depressed and whatnot, and that she actually brings Doom to Loki to help free him. Doom says he can help her. Guess how that ends up. Dude, I know. Time Runs Out is such a good story. Dude, my face is just... That's the problem with allergies. Like, I'm just itchy constantly right now. I hate this weather. I look like I got red eyes. I don't think Thor 5 is going to even happen. I know. Like, what would the point of it be? And where does Love go in this? You know, like, she's just there. He just has her at home. What a bad dad. Baron Zemo hopefully appears. He does not appear in Thunderbolts. Can Shuri being the one to recruit Namor and his people could get some... I don't know. Personally, I'm not a fan of Shuri. But, I mean, you can add her in there. You know, I'd rather have a recasted T'Challa, but... Maybe Loki will survive Doomsday and replace Molecule Man in Secret Wars. Or maybe Wanda will do that. That B-Day invitation was the silliest version ever. Hopefully it was just a troll because... Oh, I know. With the curly Taika Waititi looking face. With the mask looking mask. Remind me of Jim Carrey. Dude, at the way that they're going, if Spider-Man truly dies to Doom and the symbiote goes on top of him... I could totally see us getting no, but now apparently Alex was saying that the reason why they used the symbiote is because they want to win against the other person in the incursions, which is going to be Tom with Doom versus Toby and Andrew, which I'd be super excited about. Oh, I know. People thought like the 90-year-old looking Zeus one. I don't see that B-Day invitation as... I know, I hope not. Thanks, Six. I appreciate it, honestly. I think Thunderbolts will end with the group kill. No. Val doesn't die. I love how the stream is supposed to be about Thunder. I know, right? It kind of switched all up. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. We're gonna get Star-Lord coming back, so... But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm down for whatever on talking to streams. This is the first time I've actually kept it, going because, like, I'm not usually good at talking on live stream. Who do you think are the top 5 main characters in Doomsday? So minus Doom. Okay, minus Doom, top 5. Cyclops, Monica, Loki, Charles Magneto. That's what I'm going to go with. Dude, right? Where is Hercules? Bro's just gone. If Namor met her, different universe. When is Star... Once again, he's done the whole I'll be filming, I'm not going to show up. He's probably going to be in the post-credit scene of Doomsday, as we saw in the concept arts that he's with the Young Avengers or the Champions. So, maybe there. Yeah. Bro. Ghost straight walks up and blasts her head. Got so many Wanda followers. Sorry. I heard Hawkeye and Red Hulk are in... No, they're not. Sucks, but... Yeah, I like it that way. Roka, I think it works because, like, think about it. Cyclops, we always wanted to be great, and he was great in X-Men 97, and I feel like that's the way to do it because you have Cyclops go against maybe, like, Charles and them, like he does gradually in the comics. You know, have them switch up. Sue Namor Reed. That'd be pretty funny, to be honest. I think Doom would beat Wanda. Just the simple fact that he'd pull on her heartstrings and how she feels about her kids. I think he'd trick her. I don't think he'd fight her head on. But then again, Doom is very powerful in the mystic arts, and he is a top contender for Sorcerer Supreme. So he even knows some things that Doctor Strange doesn't. I feel like Ironheart is only going to be good. Dude, Ironheart comes out in 1 month, pretty much June. So pretty much 1 month. There is zero advertisement. There is nothing going on with that. I don't know why they even have it. They should have scrapped it, honestly. There's no point for it. I don't think Franklin's going to have a big role in Doomsday. I think he's going to have a big role in Secret Wars. I think Strange would be a main character. I mean, Spider-Man 2, I don't get it. The 3 highest growing movies of the saga, and none of these characters had, right? But I think they're saving the obvious ones for later, and they're not really going to announce the obvious. They could still be in the film. You got to think about it. The chairs are just the main cast. Bro. Yes. Magneto's my boy. Magneto will always be my boy. I want more magic, though. I really like magic. Yeah, you're talking about the Wolverine from Deadpool. Wolverine, though, right? That one. Right? That whole dropping from the plane, shooting his laser down and landing. That was awesome. The thing is this, that doesn't have to be prominent because they're going from a different side. They're building up other characters. Like if they're saying it's X-Men focused, you got to remember, Monica's a big focus because of the Bengals, because of the incursions, because of the anchoring. All these things are buildups. That doesn't mean the characters aren't going to be in the films. That just means that other characters are taking on a bigger role. You got to remember, we also have Secret Wars. Justin Hammer and Flash Thompson. If I remember correctly, Justin Hammer was supposed to reappear in oh my god, what's it called? The War Machine show? Armor Wars? Jug just saw the Thor thing. Sad we won't. Right? Rune King Thor is pretty cool. Same with Herald of Galactus Thor. You ever check out Straight Out of Valeria? No? Wait, where is this at? Where is this, and why have I not seen this? I 100% think Clea will reappear. I think she's going to have an important role. I mean, if anything, she's to build up with Strange. Strange has been so sad without Christine and whatnot. Why not give him a happy ending? Are the X-Men that are appearing in Doomsday from the same world? Yes. 1005. Somehow it matches with the one from the Marvels as well. It's just a different time period. It's like 5 years difference, I think, is what they said year-wise. Yes. Josh reacted to one of their vids and it was entertaining. Wait, whose video? Chillin'? No, Bullseye's not in Thunderbolts. P2? Who has his own YouTube channel? Who? Robert Downey Jr.? Or wait, Doctor Doom. Okay, so hear me out. The Fantastic Four ship is floating through space, and the reason you know it's the Fantastic Four is because the number 4 on the side in their light blue tint. That's how we know it's their ship. Interesting. I didn't watch Daredevil. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid. You all have your own opinions. I just thought it was dumb. What do you think is the perfect introduction to Doomsday? I personally think the X Mansion being destroyed would be good. I think having Thor. No, I think having. Imagine like it starts and the TVA is freaking out, right? And they're watching over the monitor. No, it's got to be something good. Like, I don't know. I want Doom to destroy something, but I want him to be watched by like Loki or the TVA or something. That's what everybody's saying with the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider. I don't know though. Sorry. I got an invite to watch an early Nicolas Cage film that comes out May 2nd, I think. So I'll be watching that this week too, doing a review on that. Nicolas Cage is great. No, they don't land and come out. They're floating through space. Because the satellites pick it up and it's the Thunderbolts are at their base, or the new Avengers, and it picks up on the camera and it shows the satellite. See, originally when I was told the whole Bill Foster thing real, I was told that we're just told this, that he has cancer and that Ava's doing all these missions and stuff through Val to make money. And then I was told there was a flashback, but I don't know if there's an actual flashback or not. I do know there's a flashback for Taskmaster, and we do see her face very, very, very quickly though. What's up, Cinema? Yeah, the Fantastic Four theme. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. Daredevil's just not for me. I don't know. I feel like some people love Daredevil and some people don't like Daredevil. I hate Daredevil. I don't know why. Never seen Doom coming. That's how he makes an entrance. Or what if he lets them know he's coming and he blows through the door? He needs an army and they play the Spider-Man Tom Holland. I don't think they'll use Spider-Man though, to be honest with you. I think it's more of just the Defenders. Fantastic Four ship into Thunderbolts and credits supposedly the Fantastic Four. Yeah, right? It's weird. It's like they're like at the exact same time. So you got to almost watch the movies, get home, put them both on at the same time. I stopped watching Daredevil Born Again after the second episode and went, yeah, dude, Hawkeye's really good, except for the last episode. I think the way they make Kingpin is a joke in that one, but I love the Hawkeye show. Doomsday should start with Doom killing the Count. See, I don't know how to feel about that because I know everybody wants them to blow them up. I don't know how I feel about that. Or maybe he like walks out and a bunch of Doom bots come through portals and start killing all the kings. That would be cool to me. Man, I need Nick Cage, Ghost Rider to be in Secret Wars. The problem with that is he's just so overpowered. Like, who's gonna fight Ghost Rider? Like, it's Ghost Rider. Who the heck is this? I don't know. Shirley Kang is name dropped in Doomsday. I hope so. I hope that Doom swears that they stopped him and now he wants his revenge or whatnot. I would love something like that. Yeah, right. Like just tell him you're walking through the door as you walk through the door. Um, uh, I don't know. The way that Ant-Man ended was weird. He was like, "We're fine, right? Right?" And it was just like everybody was weird. Like it was almost like he was contained in his own universe right there. Doctor Dooms needs to be absolutely. I hope RDJ can act completely different than Tony. Oh, I bet he can. Dude, Robert Downey Jr. has so much range. I feel like he's gonna be fine. Doom should solo the council, establish how ridiculous. Yeah, but I need to be a certain way. Don't just blow up the building. Don't just blow up the building. We don't need that. Do you think the Doombot will look like the Iron? I hope they look exactly like Doctor Doom. Exactly, not like the Iron Legion, but exactly like Doctor Doom. Yeah, he will be in the with the Midnight Suns. I don't think Deadpool and Wolverine will be in Doomsday. I think they'll be in Secret Wars. Here, I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm gonna grab a drink. I don't know why I haven't brought one. Ugh. Come back. I'm back. Even if he wipes out the council, there is still he who remains as well. Yeah, but I mean, for all we know, they could change it and just say he died. If I wrote Doomsday, my 5 main characters would be Spider-Man, Strange, Wanda, Loki, and Thor. The problem with Loki is he's just sitting there holding stuff. Like you can't really do much with Loki. I need him to put on his armor around Wanda like in the comics. Yeah, like in the cover. Will Superman be better than all the... No! Hear me out. The summer box office is going Jurassic World, Superman, Fantastic Four, the Smurfs. But I think Thunderbolts is going to make more than Superman, and I think Superman's going to make more than Fantastic Four. Who? Doom? I think Superman will be pretty promising, honestly. I feel like it's going to be a sleeping giant. It's going to be like the Batman. How I did not care for the Batman, then I saw it and I thought it was great. Destroying dude, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, like blasting them and stuff. I think that would work. Reed Richards better stretch more than he did, right? The one time. Deadpool and Wolverine so overrated. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine was not a good movie. I don't care. Everybody says it wasn't a great movie. It was an okay movie. It wasn't a great movie. We also need Blue Marvel. Yeah, but Adam Brashear is super broken too. But that'd be pretty cool. Have Adam Brashear, have Robert Reynolds, and have Hyperion all together. That'd be pretty sweet. Loki's story, in my opinion, ended in Infinity War. I think he's only a part of the story because of Thor. Yeah. He had his ending in the show, even, you know? It's literally the B-Vengers, new Fantastic Four, whom we have no attachment to, and half of the washed-up old X-Men, and not even Storm, Jean, Rogue, Logan, or Iceman. Logan's in it, 100%. I assume so will Jean and so will Storm. I don't know about Rogue, and I don't know about Iceman. They're less popular in the movies, to be fair. B-Vengers Doomsday. Dang, that is very pessimistic for Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four trailer got a lot of likes. It did, but I still don't think it's going to do better. The Fantastic Four has a bad history of bombing at the box office. I agree with your box office prediction, but don't sleep on those. I think Jurassic World is going to be the best of all of them. I'm super excited for Jurassic World, if I'm being 100% honest. If I can only see one movie in the summer this year, it's Jurassic Park. Is more kid friendly. It will for sure beat Clark at the box office. Yeah, definitely wasn't good. It was entertaining. That's about all it's got. It's too, I don't know. Ryan Reynolds really missed for me in that film. I think his Deadpool was super annoying, and I get that's what he was supposed to be, but he was just super annoying. It was just like he had too much. It was like Taika Waititi in Love and Thunder. He just had too much power. No, get out of here. No, I think he will appear in Secret Wars. I think he's the one who's going to stop Doom. Let's see. What are people saying? Everybody's talking about Daredevil and Spider-Man. I love how people follow me and they reach out and their names are like leakers, and they're like, "Hey dude, you got any leaks?" Like, oh wait, what was that? And then you got people right here. I don't know. It's like Thunderbolts leak, and it's not even the Thunderbolts. It's like it's a fake. What? I don't know. People are weird, bro. Oh. Oh, whoa. Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali all go. Yeah, for sure. Yes, for sure. He needs to after that blade trap he's been through. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to survive, honestly. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be really hard to recast Iron Man. He got outshined by Logan and Blade. Well, to be fair, it's Wolverine. Wolverine's way better. No, Michael Waldron's not, unfortunately. I just think Sentry's a better character, if I'm being real with you. Like Sentry's like I don't know, Superman's always just like, "Oh no, stop. You better stop it. I'm going to hurt you." Like, don't do that. Well, meanwhile, the Void just rips you in half. Or goes, "Oh, hey, he's on this island. Do you want me to sink this whole island?" He don't care. Yeah, Superboy Prime. I know, right? The fake post credit scene, that it sounded kind of cool, but then it was like, no, there's no way. And people were so about it, and I was like, there's no way that's not even a decision they would do. Let's see. Um, Sorry, 1 second. My stuff is blowing up. I can't. I can't believe like all these leaks and stuff, but there hasn't been a single video yet. You know, Sentry is him. Yeah, Gambit's in Doomsday too, but I don't know. I think Channing Tatum's Gambit was all right. I think he was kind of annoying as well, but that's most of the characters. Like they're entertaining, but they're also annoying. Let's see. Um, Dang, I just went up 10 followers. Let's go. Let's go. um, I don't know. I don't know if you guys are all following or not, but obviously I'm only gonna do this live for a little bit more right now. But obviously I'm gonna do it more often. I gotta like them. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to talk to y'all. And I'm gonna do some videos. I'm gonna do a video tonight. It's gonna be out tomorrow. But I'm trying to get a goal. I don't know if you guys saw my thing or not, but I know I'm only at 3,000 right now. But my goal is to beat Kinda Colty, who's at 100K. War Stew, my buddy, 135K. Then of Nerds, my buddy, 229K. Cosmic Wonder, 977K. So on and so forth. But I'm giving myself goals. Obviously, it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be the next day. But those are my goals right now. I hope Ant-Man dies in Doomsday. I'll be mad if he doesn't. I don't even know if Ant-Man's going to be in Doomsday. Gambit and not Deadpool. Yeah. Yeah, Gambit in 97 was really cool. I really like 97 Gambit. I didn't really like I'm trying to think who I didn't like in which is crazy because like there was so much planned next season before they canned Bo. Yeah, Warshoe's my boy. I was actually just recently on the channel. I did his Superman video. He's on vacation right now. I'll actually be doing one of these ones for him too about the post credits. I think tomorrow. How do you think they could have made the leader better in Brave New World? Um, I liked his design. I don't think his design was bad. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, his design was so weird." No, I think it was cool. I think it was different. Um, how they should have made him better. I think they should have made him more conniving, more tricky, not just like, hey, I'm going to stand out here and get myself arrested. Like they needed more of him. He needed to have kind of like evil intent. The actor just wasn't selling to me, I think is what the problem was. Oh yeah, Ant-Man was on the chair. I totally forgot about that, to be honest with you. It was the little chair. Sorry, gotta get your water. Oh yeah, it was the little chair. Yeah, no, I know. I'm not worried. I just, I would love to be able to do this full time. My wife does her job, but we have my two girls, and I'd love to be able to stay home and get you guys the news like right around the clock, like 24/7. Because I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter or not, but I'm pretty quick about getting the scoops in real quick and getting news and rumors and whatnot. And I got that whole receipt folder, and I would just love to do news more often, kind of like how everything always does, except I'd actually get stuff right. He gets a lot of stuff wrong. He just says what he sees. Where I actually research it and dive into it a little bit before I do anything like that. Andor season 2, I can't. My daytime job, I work at a aftermarket car parts company. Yeah, me and Warsh 2 are thinking about doing some stuff together, like maybe like a podcast and something like that, But we don't know yet. Our time differences are kind of crazy, but the weekends could work. He's on vacation for another week, I think, which is weird because I never thought like my closest YouTube friend would be this person across the country. Um, Leader better. Let's see. I got a lot of likes on certain things. Uh, Magneto versus Doom would be sick. Yeah, but the problem is can Doom beat Magneto in a first time chance? No prep time. Indeed, you're basically active 24/7, and it's dope that you're on your. Yeah, I'm trying. I am trying. I do a lot of tweeting and a lot of posting on my TikTok and YouTube while at work. So thankfully, I have headphones in and I can do something along those lines. But that is, it definitely is time consuming, but I love it. I would love to, like I said, I'd love to be able to do it full time so I can, support my family and just do it from that. That'd be cool. That'd be the dream. What or heavy? Oh, they're different countries too. Um, I didn't know Heavy Spoilers had a podcast. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm always down to try it. Honestly, maybe even like once a month, like on the weekend. That would be something cool. So Taskmaster, yeah, 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 just Taskmaster. Unfortunately, um, there was fan screenings today. Poofy Doofy, Poofy Doofy. There was fan screenings today. So, yeah. Sorry if you got spoiled. Let me see. Dang, 31. I mean, yeah, I mean, but as in for subs and stuff, I'm jumping like 10 a day, and I'm trying to really work on something like memberships, where maybe I do something where like I'll give people, so I want to do like certain perks, maybe I don't know yet. I'm working on it, but I got something cool that I'm planning on more than likely. So we'll see how that goes, and yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. But that's disappointing. I wanted Red Guardian. No, dude, Red Guardian's awesome. The post credits for Fantastic Four? Yes, I would assume so. Not in Thunderbolts though. But I do want to say I appreciate y'all for coming out. I am going to go work on this video. It's 8:30, so I got to do that video and then go to bed because I got to be up early tomorrow. Got my other daughter coming over for tomorrow, and so I'll probably go live when I take her to her art class. So I do appreciate y'all for coming. Honestly, I really appreciate it. Awesome. Love hanging out with y'all. Love that we can talk and do this little spiel and whatnot. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.